It's been a pick that he's super comfortable on and is going to outrange the Corki, eventually going to be able to help clear those waves and start to win the lane. Can be tricky in the first few levels, but it's a good matchup into the Corki. So you have really nice engage, and you have blow up here as well for Kwangdong Freaks. Like if you
Number one, Kwangdong Freaks taking on Gen G.
Yeah, so I was just going to say it's been a while since we've seen GP Renekton. Used to see it a lot. Used to be extremely common. The matchup that goes both ways, just like the Gnar matchup we had earlier. You know, it's counter-picked into Gnar a lot of the time. As yeah, level 1 is definitely not good for the Hui. But how it's going to play out in this game as well, with Keen being such a storied Gangplank player himself, is...
I feel like maybe we're being rude. As we've got a bit of a fight here towards the bottom side. Pace taking a fair bit of damage. Canyon gets here in the nick of time, though, as the burst fires not necessarily all landing, but there's the dash forward. Canyon, can he find it? Undil, that's going to be the sidestep. Canyon trying to get after them. They get a couple of flashes out of the bottom lane of the Kwangdong Freaks. No first blood just yet.
And they know that Cuz is topside, otherwise he definitely would have shown up for this play. They had a lot of vision set up initially as well. Cuz is here, the ward is set for Keen, and there's just not much they could do here. They could try to force this. Dudu's got Rage.
Well, Dudu's gonna come on over. They do manage to get the flash out with the oranges, as Dudu getting a little bit in danger.
Yeah, this is unfortunate for the side of Kwangdong. This is what the cross-map attempt they were going to go for, and it does not go well. So 2 flashes down bottom side for 1 flash top, but it's a flash on the GP that has that extra safety in this matchup with the oranges. So
if you know you can get rid of, there's a couple of stuns, you know. As Trial by Fire is actually now on Dudu, who's going to try and walk this one off. Arctic Assault not going to connect, as there's the flash out, so Dudu is going to have to use his flash as well. And having a look back towards that top lane, that Sheen looks to be doing work there, as Dudu was looking a little bit worse for wear. That is going to be Drake traded for some grubs. Kwangdong Freak's going to be able to lock that one down. Diego with the help of his Crocodile. And this was a pick that we saw a lot of mid laners actually find a lot of value in, as Trovy's just, standing his ground and doing shooting, but he might be in trouble here as the ulti's going to go wide, but that's only because of the flash. Nicely played there from Bulldog, as Paze is ulting here on this bottom side as well. Now Lehens, can he actually catch up and keep them in position as the Glacial Prison goes a little bit wide? We're going to head back towards its bottom lane as Lehens is lit on fire. And now, here in the mid lane, a slowdown, Cannon Barrage, there's the turn. Canyon looks for the Permafrost and gets it! Cuz wants to be able to possess the Sejuani though, and is going to be able to do it. It's a 1-for-1 in mid, first blood going to Gen G. Anyway, Gen G going to be able to start off these grubs.
I got nothing.
I often think about Peter Pan, you know?
I never really thought about that, actually, the clock metaphor.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful...
We'll come back to that in a little bit.
Yeah, we can get back to it. And maybe the space can break it down. If there's not as many highlights in this particular game, maybe they can have a philosophical discussion for us.
He's like, I can't back, I can't farm, I can't do anything.
Wait. Is it even, like... He had to just slice to get into experience range, I'm pretty sure, as Teleport is going to come in. And Gen G, they're looking for the dive. Arctic Assault is going to connect here onto Dudu. Cannon Barrage comes on through as well. And Chovy, after teleporting in, is going to be able to help grab that kill as well. And Keen, he wants even more. Trial by Fire comes down, lights Bulldog on fire, and there's nothing he can do. Double kill for the Gangplank. And it makes me feel like already the Gangplank's completely out of control.
It's out of control. It is now, and it was already a problem. The Renekton into GP matchup, if you make a mistake as the GP, the Renekton can get ahead and run you down, but usually you need jungle help. As Cuz, I don't know about this.
Well, let's see whether he can get this one done, as Keen's going to eat some oranges and has to flash to get out of the Heartbreaker. Very nicely done. Is he out of the woods just yet, though, is the question. As the charge up, there's the flash forward, and Cuz is going to be able to get the kill. So nicely done there to get something back for the Kwangdong Freaks. Kwangdong Freaks going to try and punish this, though. As Canyon and Chovy trying to get their way out. They know that help was on the way. As now they engage onto the Frost Armor and the Aftershock of Canyon. Means that I don't know whether they want this. Even though the Grasping Maw does come down, True Shot Barrage laid on top, and Canyon just walks it off.
He's just
fine.
His damage taken stat.
All right, a few buttons going missing as Paze is here. All right, and now we're certifying the Zeri. It is going to be the kill first going over to Sejuani, but then Paze gets 1-0-1 now. Not necessarily end of the world Zeri moment or anything like that, but it's still 5-2. And I think we'd all agree, as now Leaper fighting against Paze, but Paze and Lehens Grand Entrance does come on through. Pace can't actually close the gap as they're fighting on top of the cannon barrage, and there goes Lehens. Really good timing for Cuz.
Yeah, a little bit overzealous there on the ends, but Leaper, Flash and Cleanse gets out. True Shot Barrage, left me a little bit wanting, but otherwise...
Quantum Freaks realizing that they're not exactly in the most comfortable of positions, and Canyon sitting like a sniper, ready to throw out the Glacial Prison. Let's see whether he's found Leaper and Cuz here. He absolutely has. Rocket comes in, and did he last hit him with a Glacial Prison? That's one way to do it. Pays is going to be able to pick up a kill here as well, and Quantum Freaks, oh no! The House of Cards is just toppling! Lehens even picks up a kill with a Q. It's just weird ways to get kills day here for Gen G. About 15 seconds ago, Hex Gates can be employed as Quantum Freaks coming back onto the map as Leaper, Arcane Shift now on cooldown. The Flash is still down from before, and he's dead again. Andil also going to most likely follow suit as there's a flash forward. Not scared of the cannon barrage anymore is Pays. Maybe it's just been a while since cannon barrage has been in
It's
coming through is kind of nutty, exactly right. As now Andil, he's going to catch a Glacial Prison. Bulldog's also just taking incidental damage. Andil's going to try and turn it. It doesn't quite work out though as the quickness comes in. That's going to clean up the Crocodile. And Lehens takes matters into his own hands. Leaper tries his very best to find a fight, but he's not quite going to get there. The slowdown comes in from Bulldog, but all of his friends are lying down in the dirt.
The only thing left to do at this point is to vote POG Atlas. And that's a tough call. It's one of those games where you're like, man, it's a great game for Lehens. Like, Pays is actually pretty sick this game. Like, Keen's GP actually kind of on fire. Like, Canyon's early game, his mid game, his ult's a little bit shaky, but, he's all looking pretty solid. And
I think maybe
Chobi is laning. I mean, come on.
Is it just a Canyon? Like a if in doubt Canyon type moment?
Yeah, I think it is. Like, I'm tired of it. I'm a little bored of Canyon voting. We've been doing it for like 4 years.
It used to be that it was the only right vote ever. And we'll see whether that's going to be the case as there goes the Nexus. They really did. Of course, Quantum Freaks on the downtrend a little bit after their more recent losses, but still. Not to mention absorbing a lot of the poke. There's going to be Void Seekers, Shock Blasts, Rockets.
Yep.
Lots of things.
Strong. The door value here is pretty immense.
Yep. With Bulldog there in mid, they were asking for more 2v2 in mid and jungle. This could work out. Let's jump into the Rift for game 2. So young that I wouldn't even know whether it was bad or not.
For Robin Williams standards, I mean, come on. Like, is it a bad movie? Not necessarily, but like, for Robin Williams, it's kind of like,
that's
in love with the computer. Come on. Ivern not really known for his level 3 gank prowess, but
this is going to be a surprise to you, Wolf. This is the first time we've seen Zeri in the mid lane.
So it's not a surprise in that
as Pays and Lehens still struggling to get any form of big control as Dudu in a whole host of trouble as now Pays could also be in some. Does have to cleanse here as Andil getting taken down low, but Pays almost just dead here as Leaper stands his ground and delivers.
Yeah, crazy that W actually connected with Pays and not Lehens. Lehens was trying to block for him as Bulldog should be fine here now. And Chobi playing very safe, playing very careful in this matchup right now. I think, we'll see what happens as Bulldog gets level 6 here, if he can try to all-in as Cuz.
Yeah, going to come on over. Not able to secure his Raptor camp.
Yeah, will definitely die. You just got to keep that pressure on as the
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Lehens and Pays possibly getting punished here as Lehens has to flash. Does manage to get to the wall, but is Pays going to be okay? Meanwhile, we'll check out the top side as Dudu, he's going to go into the Dominus, but there is the Glacial Prison. Keen lands the Shock Blast, and Canyon tanks the turret just enough. Even the cannon is secured. Something happened bottom lane. They almost died, but they didn't, and so it's all okay. And it's not quite friendly enough just yet for Cuz to take.
Yeah,
Daisy's going to pop on over. This is a 2 versus 1. This is very unfair. Canyon going to have to try and get out, but was actually kind of thinking that he wants to take the red first. So he'll take the red first, and then he'll get out.
He knows that Cuz doesn't have smite because he would have just instantly smited once he had the cap on the camp. And he's like, oh, I could just stay here and actually take it. You don't have it. Okay, here comes Canyon again. Dudu has teleport coming back, so if he dies here, at least he's got that, right?
Yeah, true.
At least he's got that.
We get the little zoom in. There's the precast of the Dominus. The swap positions, that's kind of cute, but look at Canyon. He's tanking this one for about 15 years. There's the flash. Keen will pick up turret aggro, but he is still going to be absolutely fine. Takes another plate. There are 2 minions here to soak the rest of the autos.
Renekton is going to be for the rest of this game, unfortunately, is TP here to contest. Quantum can't even get this.
Max range hook is going to connect there, and look at all of the damage from so far away. Pays is the one that picks up the kill. They'll take some grubs there as well. They want the 5 stack to start getting these turrets down, and Chase will make short work of them. And Pays is now unlocked from the lane, feeling way better about the state of the game.
I think Canyon's got other ideas.
Well, let's see what they can find. Cuz not able to land the snare as, okay, Chovy possibly in trouble, or possibly just going to kill 2 people now as Canyon, Winter's Bite is stacked up, is going to be able to throw out the Glacial Prison, secures the Drake there as well. Some knockups coming in, but oh my goodness, they're in a blender. They managed to take down the Nautilus, though, as now Pays has been separated, and Kwandong Freaks, oh, Keen wasn't there.
Yeah, he wasn't there.
Oh.
But they still got the dragon. Still got the dragon. You know, pay no mind to the dying.
Genji got the dragon. As now Lahen's sidestepping a Winter's Bite. Keen comes down, and there may need to be a door. There is. Pays looking for that backline. Is now Canyon. How did he manage to find that? As Cuz just going to be sniped off the back end, but is going to survive. Those shields really working out, and both 80 carries grab a kill.
They do have a lot of great scaling. It's just surviving the next 5 to 8 minutes without a big blunder, and that's easier said than done. Canyon.
Okay, there's the Glacial Prison. Once again, they're going to go for it as the door is up and the door is down. Bulldog now going to have to dash away from Keen. Does successfully make it underneath the turret, but they now don't have their Braum. They've got Daisy. She's going to be able to try and push them away. Dudu with teleport up and available is electing instead to get some farm, and I don't blame him. He needs as much as he can find as Shock Blast continuing to land. It's another flank angle here as Chovy sees more red dots in the mid lane. And he'll take those down as there's the Glacial Prison. They're on that flank angle once again. It's the Braum. He puts up the door. It's a little bit more value this time around. And now Dudu found the front line, but so did Keen. Just takes down the Ezreal. Undil's going to fall to the skies, says Keen, and takes down his opposite number. And Genji, they're going to push them under this outer turret. And that's another teamfight win for them on top of the Drake.
On top of the dragon. And it was clearly a split call from Kwangdong Freaks. They teleported in to watch the dragon go, and then just kind of hung around because they had to kite out. Canyon finds his opportunity, and he's looking for another one.
He is a bull possessed. His Cuz is very dead. The Killer Instinct set up beautifully, and Pays is going to knock him down. Speaking of things getting knocked down, Chovy dealing with the inner turret here in mid lane, and we are cruising towards about a 7,000 gold lead and the Baron pit. Oh dear, okay, here's the skate in. Supercharger there from Pays. Can he actually survive? Flashes over the wall is now Keen. Looks to try and get himself out. Lahen's trying to help, but it's not going to work. And that is one Baron down. Kwandong Freak's able to do that. They might also be able to take this outer turret as well.
Bounty gold.
Yeah, absolutely. The inner turret could be taken also, and that would mean even more bounty gold. As over the wall goes Canyon. Okay, maybe this is a bridge too far as the hook is going to connect. The Quadra knockup from Lahen's, and Endel was tanking the turret the whole time. Okay, inner turret, that's not going to work, but they could take the little pick onto Keen, turn it into the outer turret. That's okay. Ignore the bottom lane. Ignore that.
Chovy didn't have teleport, so he was like, sorry guys, you're on your own. I'm winning the game over here. That's an inhib turret down.
Well, now he's on a flank angle. As okay, Canyon looking for an opportunity here as the door cannot go multiple directions as Chovy, he's going to get himself out of there. True Shot Barrage does land on top of him as Bulldog's doing his very best. Killer Instinct into the backline. Leap is going to be sniped by Pays, and he's able to take both of them. Canyon to the rescue on top of that as Supercharger's there to avoid Dudu, who is a very big crocodile, and he's not even able to take down Lahen's Cuz one as well. And he gets the thumbs up. Pays now just going to take down this inhibitor turret, and I think this game is over, Wolf.
Yeah, I think this game was over moments ago, but you know, it's going to be, the Nexus is now going to officially explode. I love Cuz trying to flash to kill Lahen's because he at least get one more like gimme at the end. No, he doesn't even get that. Doesn't get that. Doesn't get the kill on the Nautilus.
You can feel the desperation in the Kwandong Freaks in these moments. They know that this game is a far cry from in a good place, and the Nexus is now getting taken down. The one ult that Canyon misses is because his target dies before it can connect. I think they need to not take it to heart and then try and get back on the horse as quickly as possible, because that's something that our Quantum Freaks have struggled with in the past. That's why we make all of the references, and I think you have to go back to that to really work out what they need to focus on right now.